When I was first asked to speak on the topic of AVID at the Summer Institute, I could not help but think to myself, who wants to hear a speech about stressing yourself out over weeks of scholarship applications, binder checks, learning better ways to write essays, and keeping your grades up via tutorials? Luckily for this crowd today, I will not just be talking about those things, but more about what I've discovered as I've contemplated the meaning of AVID. AVID stands for Advancement via Individual Determination, meaning we as students in the program must have an individual determination in order to make the program work as a whole. As I searched my mind for the importance of the program, I realized what AVID has done for me. I found a quote by Thomas Henry Huxley that embodies the process AVID students go through. The rung of the ladder was never meant to rest upon, but only to hold a man's foot long enough to enable him to put the other somewhat higher. AVID has provided steps for us to retrieve our ultimate goals, and it has been our choice to rest where we are or to get closer to where we want to be. This stands true for every person in my AVID class, including my teacher, the tutors, and my peers. Since the individual is the most important part of the program, I figured it's best to look into some of the examples I have seen in my 4 years. First, my teacher, Mr. Mesa, is an individual. He's over there. Is an individual who has always put himself out on the line for his students and has made countless and incredible things available to my classmates and me. He also helps my peers and I grow together by giving us tools to succeed and enabling us to inquire about anything. Through our 4 years together, my peers, our teacher, and I have formed bonds with each other incomprehensible to those who have not experienced it. We have become a family of interweaving support for home problems, relationship problems, school issues, and anything else that tries to keep us from climbing higher up the ladder. We miss those who are not at school. We keep prayers in our hearts and minds for those who are having difficulties. We hold each other up when there is something inside tearing us down. And we encourage each other even when it's not needed. These bonds have been forged by personal and academic experience and can never be broken. These bonds will help us continue our climb to success atop the ladder of life. Second, the students in my AVID class as individuals help to build us into one big support group of knowledge. Tutorials are a way of assisting each other in the growth of mind by applying deeper levels of thinking to a problem that may be seemingly impossible to solve in order to come to an educated answer. The individual in this case plays a big part because one person's knowledge can only go so far. But as soon as it reaches its end, there can be another individual there to add on their knowledge. It now becomes possible for my AVID classmates to become another rung on our ladder to success. With this process, we are able to further our knowledge as individuals and also learn how to problem solve. Another good aspect about tutorials is that we learn by teaching others. As a class, every week we would go over and split into subject groups of math, English, history, and on occasion be tutors for underclassmen as well. This process was helpful in building bonds between the lower grade level AVID students and the senior AVID class. Third, each individual in my senior class was highly motivated, which allowed for us to draw from each other when we needed it. For example, one of my peers had a severe longing to participate in the Relay for Life, which is a program that raises money for cancer patients. She wanted to participate so badly that she went and set up everything for herself, making several phone calls and scheduling meetings to participate. And all she asked of her fellow classmates was that we raise money and come and walk for a good cause, and she would supply us with everything else. When she proposed this to the class, several of us were inspired by her passion and wanted to join. It is because of her self-motivation that we were inspired and motivated, and we were successful. As a class, we raised over $1,500 for the event. As an individual, she showed us that she was independent and she was growing up. She taught us all a very important lesson, and that was that we needed to open up to new things, and we needed to grow up and think of others before ourselves. Another individual that I admire from my AVID class is a young man who had a very hard childhood, but still had a very outgoing disposition and pushed himself to become the 2007 Dell Scholar. He does deserve a clap. His hard work and dedication to success is an inspiration to my peers and me. It was awesome to see all his hard work pay off when he received that scholarship. For me, seeing him so excited to get everything he needed for college, after he thought he could not possibly get there on his own, turned my thinking from accepting mediocrity to pushing myself to become everything I had always wished and dreamed for. The rungs that AVID has helped me climb these 4 years are innumerous. My teacher and my AVID classmates have helped me to become successful on my climb through high school into college. Because of their support, I will be attending CSU Fresno in the fall. I will be there on an academic scholarship, and I hope to receive my degree in kinesiology. Finally, I look back and survey what I have learned from my AVID classmates and teacher. I have learned loyalty, dedication, determination, and responsibility. Through these 4 years, we have been able to take each other to heights unattainable if alone. But together, we have climbed up the rungs of the ladder, step by step, as one, while we work to reach our individual goals. Thank you.